Let's study about statistics. Okay, the statistics are the statistics with the science of collections, organization, presentations, analyze, and interpretations of numerical data. So useful terms जो हमें काम आने वाले हैं. First is primary and secondary data. The data collected by the investigator himself is known as the primary data. मतलब कि जो उसके खुद के द्वारा कलेक्ट किया जाता है वो डाटा. While the data which are not originally collected by rather obtained from some source is called known as secondary data. ताकि दूसरे के द्वारा जो डाटा कलेक्ट किया गया है that is secondary data, और जो खुद से ढूंढा गया है या तो कलेक्ट किया गया है उसे प्राइमरी डाटा कहते हैं. Variable or varied, a characteristics that varies in magnitude when observations to observations, weight, height, income, age, etc. are variables. Variable and varied, the characteristics that varies in magnitude from observations to observation, weight, height, income, age, etc. सब क्या है? Variables है. और grouped और ungrouped data, तो grouped और ungrouped data, the data which is organized into several groups, जो डाटा एक ग्रुप में ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया हो, that is group data. Whereas ungrouped data is present in original form, जो एक ओरिजिनल फॉर्म में होता है, just list of numbers. मतलब कि बस दे दीजिए आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ें डाटा की बंडल है बुक्स ऑफ 30, बुक्स ऑफ 40, like that. Class interval, the group which is used to condense the data are called classes or class intervals. The group which is used to condense the data are called class or class interval. Limit of the class. The starting and end values of each classes are called lower and upper limits. The starting and end values of each classes are called lower and upper limit. Class size or class width. The difference between upper and lower boundary of a class is called size of the class. Class marks. The class marks of a class is given by lower limit plus upper limit upon 2. Frequency. What is frequency? The number of times an observations occur in the given data is called frequency of observations. The number of times, मतलब कितनी बार दिया गया है observations occur in the given data is called the frequency of the data. Frequency distributions. What is frequency distribution? It is a tabular summary of data showing the frequency of observations. It is a tabular summary of data showing the frequency of observations. Discrete frequency distribution. A frequency distribution is called a discrete frequency distribution if data are presented in such a way that exact value of the data is clearly shown. मतलब कि इसमें जो exact data है वो given है already. Continuous frequency distribution. A frequency distribution in which data is arranged in classes which are not exactly measured. Commutative frequency. Maths class 11-12. In this type of distribution, the frequency of each class interval are added successively from top to bottom or from bottom to top. Less than commutative frequency distributions. In these frequencies are added successively from top to bottom and will represent the commutative number of observations less than or equal to the class frequency to which it relates. More than commutative frequency distributions. In this frequency are added successively from bottom to top and B represents the commutative number of observations greater than equal to the class frequency to which it relates. Next is bar diagrams. In bar diagrams, only the length of the bar are taken into considerations. ठीक है. To draw a bar diagram, we first mark equal length for the different classes on the horizontal axis. On which of this length on the horizontal axis be erect vertical or rectangle whose height are proportional to the frequency of the class. कुछ इस तरीके के होते हैं बार डायग्राम्स. ये फ्रीक्वेंसी मतलब वो चीज़ कितनी बार आ रही है. एंड नेक्स्ट इज हिस्टोग्राफ. To draw the histograph of a given continuous frequency distribution, we mark off all the class intervals along x-axis on a suitable scale on each of these class intervals. Pie diagram. Next is pie diagram. Pie diagram are used to represent a relative frequency distribution. Pie diagrams are used to represent relative frequency distributions. A pie diagram consists of a circle divided into as many sectors. मतलब sectors के form में क्या होगा वो divided होगा as there are classes in the frequency distributions. The area of each sector is proportional to the relative frequency of the class. Like this. Central angle is equal to frequency upon total frequency into 360 degree. Frequency polygon. To draw the frequency polygon of a ungrouped frequency distributions, we plot the point with abscissas as the variant values and the originate as the corresponding frequencies. This plotted point are joined by straight line to obtain the frequency polygon. This is frequency polygon. Next topic is arithmetic mean. The arithmetic mean or simple mean of a set of observations is obtained by dividing the sum of the values observations number of observations. Arithmetic mean for unclassified. If there are n observations x1, x2, x3, n, their arithmetic mean x1 plus x2 xn, so on, xn upon n. Arithmetic mean for discrete frequencies. Arithmetic mean for classified data or grouped frequencies distributions. From direct method, from shortcut. This is for direct method and it is for shortcut method. Median. The median of a distribution is the value of the middle observations when the observations are arranged in ascending or descending order. The median of a distribution is the value of middle observations when the observations are arranged as ascending or descending order. Mode. The mode of distribution is the value at the point about which the observations tend to be most heavily concentrated. It is generally the value of the variables which appears to occur most frequently in the distributions.